Cats are popular household pets. In the US, about 30% of homes have at least one cat. Even so, a surprising number of people aren't fully aware of how to care for one properly. There are a number of mistakes many cat owners make, especially those new to the job. A common one is believing cats are independent creatures that require the minimum of care. This just isn't true. If you want to know about the most common mistakes that cat owners make, keep watching the Pets Guideline videos. Number 1. Buying a cat on impulse. You might buy a new pair of shoes or a coat on impulse and that's fine. If they don't suit you or fit, you can return them. However, if you buy a cat on the spur of the moment, you often don't have the option to take it back if it doesn't function quite as you thought it would. So do your homework. Find out as much about the kitty as you can, its temperament, health, habits and so on. Check the characteristics of the breed. Think about how it will fit into your lifestyle and if you have a home environment that is right for a cat. Number 2. Failing to consider the long-term commitment. A cat could feasibly be part of your life for a very long time and the costs of providing for one can soon mount up. So make a list of the expenses to expect and be sure there's enough room for maneuver in your monthly budget. It really isn't fair if after a month you realize there isn't enough in the bank for both of you to eat, which means one of you has to go. Sometimes it's hard to know what you'll be up to 20 years after you bring a cat into your life, but you should consider there's a chance it will still be with you then. Number 3. Not buying pet insurance. People often think pet insurance is too expensive and decide against buying it. They are then mortified when their cat has an illness or an operation that lands them with a vet bill that's thousands of dollars. It really is worth weighing this up, the cost of a huge bill against the monthly cost of insurance. Number 4. Thinking declawing is okay. It really is not okay to declaw a cat unless there's a valid medical reason. Many people have no concept of what declawing a cat entails, so let's think about something that is comparable to. Look at your hands. Now imagine having the whole first joint of each finger removed. That is what happens when a cat is declawed. Declawing does not just involve the removal of the claw itself but the whole of the bone that the claw is attached to. This procedure is gradually being banned throughout the world. Good. Number 5. Feeding the wrong type of food. A cat needs a well-balanced diet in order to remain fit and healthy. The best way to achieve this is by feeding your cat a decent brand of food prepared specifically for cats. Not dog food. Not tinned tuna. Definitely not a vegetarian diet. Cats need plenty of protein from meat and as little filler, such as grains, as possible. If you want to go down the homemade route, make sure you know what minerals and vitamins to add. I'd be very wary of giving any cat a raw food diet, no matter how much you think it is closer to what would have been their natural diet, because of the risks from parasites and bacteria to you as well as your cat. Number 6. Giving a dry food-only diet. Cats are not renowned for guzzling water, and so it is essential that they get as much moisture as possible from their diet. Therefore most of their food should be the wet variety. It's fine to provide a small bowl of dry food, but be aware of how calorie-dense this is. Many people still give cats just dry food because it is convenient, especially to use with food dispensers. You can get some great automatic feeders for wet or dry food. Number 7. Placing water too close to food. It seems logical to put a cat's food and water together, but as a cat spends a lot of time at its food dish, the water bowl tends to end up with a lot of fur and dust floating on the surface. Ideally, there should be enough of a distance between food and water dishes to prevent this from happening. A good solution is to have a pet fountain that filters the water. Number 8. Giving a cat milk. There's a common misconception about cats and milk. Some people think cats love milk and that giving it to them won't do any harm. Some cats might like milk, but it definitely isn't good for them at all. As soon as a cat is weaned from its mother, its digestive system stops producing the enzyme lactase, which breaks down the lactose content of milk. This means cats become lactose intolerant as they can't digest milk properly. When a cat drinks milk, it ferments in its stomach, causing stomach cramps, diarrhea, and vomiting. So be kind and don't give your cat milk no matter how much it pleads you for some. Number 9. Allowing their cat to become overweight. An overweight cat is more prone to health problems. It's as simple as that. Cats don't need nearly as much food as some people imagine, especially if they are indoor-only cats. Dry food makes it very easy to overfeed a cat because it is so high calorie. An average 10-pound cat only needs 250 calories a day to maintain weight. Number 10. Using the wrong shaped bowls. Yes, this is a thing. Did you know cats can get whisker fatigue? It's true. If you put their food in a bowl with a diameter that's smaller than the span of their whiskers, they can feel uncomfortable eating as their whiskers keep touching the sides. A cat's whiskers are extremely sensitive to touch, and knocking them constantly can cause stress, which the cat then associates with eating. It can spoil their eating experience and cause them to stop eating properly. If the bowl is also too deep, they just won't eat the food at the bottom. The end result is a depressed, hungry cat and a lot of wasted food. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel.